Welcome back to Market Headlines. As the government attempts to accelerate the portions of renewable energy by 23% in the national energy mix, the new projects for coal power plants are estimated to be less and even almost no more projects in the future.
New coal power plant projects are estimated to be getting less, even almost non-existent in the future, amid the government's efforts to accelerate the portion of renewable energy by 23% in the national energy mix. Moreover, a number of supporting aspects of the coal power plants project development, ranging from funding to regulations, have started to move away from this black gold energy source. Regarding this, General Treasurer of the Indonesian Private Electric Producers Association, Adrian Lembong, said that the pressure on coal power plants project did not only come from the financing, but also from the insurance side. One of them is Allianz, an insurance company, who is said to have refused to provide insurance for projects that involve coal. He added that the Ministry of Environment and Forestry has set increasingly stringent emission standards. With these conditions, Adrian believes that the feasibility level of coal power plants projects is increasingly uncompetitive, so that in the future, it is estimated that there will be almost no more construction of new coal power plants projects. From all sources, for IT External.
The government continues to strive to reduce the portions of coal use as a fuel for power plants, and especially to achieve the renewable energy mix target of 23% in 2025. And one of the way is the government will replace the old power plants with the new renewable energy based power plants. And so viewers, how many old power plants in Indonesia? So let's directly check into the data in the first graphic. Here it is through your screen. We can see PLN steam power plants of more than 20 years old. Well, this is quite significant if we take a look at the total amounts of 23 steam power plants with more than 20 years old. And we can see that the highest goes in Banten with 7 amounts of them. And then it required a capacity of 3,400 megawatts. And in short, within these 23 steam power plants of more than 20 years old, we can see the contributions of the capacity is really high by 5,655 megawatt. And however, the government has stated to replace these old coal power plants that are 20 to 25 years old with solar power plants. And meanwhile, the future of the coal power plants project is expected to be even more bleak. And one of the contributing factors is the funding issue, where financial institutions reduce their involvement in the coal-based projects, including banks and Japanese financing institutions, namely Mizuho, Japan Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group, and the Japan Bank for International Cooperations, which are non-stop gradually lending the credit for the constructions of new coal plants and encourage funding for projects based on the renewable energy. And however, the role of coal-based power plant is still very dominant. This is even confirmed by the high demand for coal by PLN. And to find out more, let's take it through the next graphic. Here it is through your screen. We can see the projections of PLN's coal demand within 2020 to 2025. Here it is. We can see by 2020, this is the estimations before COVID-19, the number of coal demand will probably reach 108 million of tons. But however, after the COVID-19 hit Indonesia, and the number got revised into 95 million of tons. But however, if we can see through the length of the years, the number is decreasing as well. However, in the midst of PLN's high demand for coal, the state-owned electricity provider company remains committed in accelerating the new renewable energy program, among others by targeting the constructions of 5 gigawatt power plants, launching by the Green Booster by conducting a biomass ring, a diesel power plant conversions program, and the constructions of floating solar power plants, as well as building large-scale renewable energy. And this is certainly in line with the government's effort to increase the portions of renewable energy in the national energy mix. So, how far is the development of the renewable energy in Indonesia? Let's check the data in the next graphic. Here it is through your screen. We can see the additional capacity of renewable energy in Indonesia. And therefore, we can assess from the data in 2017, the additional capacity was in the number of 340 megawatts. And then the number went lower in 2018 to be in the number of 334 megawatts. But however, in 2019, here it is, we can see the significant increase by 488 megawatts. And it is predicted in 2020, the number will got lower by 132 megawatts. And then, viewers, the renewable energy development is not only carried out by the government, but also involves the private sector, including several mining companies that are already eyeing the development of the renewable energy. And even so far, there are 8 mining companies that have proposed to use X mining land from solar power plants development. So, however, it doesn't mean that the development of renewable energy by the private sector does not encounter obstacles. There are a lot of obstacles in here in Indonesia. The Indonesian's Chamber of Commerce even reveals that the inconsistent regulatory issues and lack of funding as the main obstacles for the private parties in developing renewable energy. What a shame. And despite encountering a number of obstacles, how far has the development of renewable energy-based power plants in Indonesia? So let's check it through the next graphic. Here it is, viewers, through your screen. We can see the renewable energy-based power plant in Indonesia. We can see there are geothermal power, micro hydro power plant, hydroelectric power plant, solar power plant, biomass power plant, and wind power plant. And here it is, we can see the contributors. The highest contributions goes for hydroelectric power plant by 4,707 megawatt. And then we can see there's another promising renewable energy power plant in here, which is geothermal power plant that's reaching 2,131 megawatts. And we can see that the development is still developing in Indonesia, and we have to really in the directions of the electricity development policy. Renewable energy resources are the government's first priority, which is targeted to reach 23% in 2025 energy mix. We can see the optimism from the government. And based on the data in the graphic, the total contributions of the renewable energy has only reached at least 12.6%, or still very far from the target that we mentioned above, like 23%. And to achieve the target, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources stated that it is very necessary to increase the capacity of renewable energy power plant of more than 10 gigawatts. And at the same time, the number of steps continue to be carried out, including reducing the share of coal use for power plants by encouraging the mixing of biomass with coal as a fuel for power plants that have been operating. And in the end of the day, it will replace the coal power plants with renewable energy-based power plant. And yeah, so viewers, hopefully all the stakeholders remain consistent and fully committed in pursuing the target of the developing renewable energy. Stay tuned to Market Headlines because we will be right back after this quick break.